In this video, we're going to review your plan's settings. Before you get started on building your plan, it's important to review the settings. This is found in the dashboard all the way down at the bottom. Clicking on Plan Settings, let's start at Default Ages. You'll notice here that we have the default mortality age. This will be set at a subscription level and can be changed in a what-if plan if you'd like to model an extended or early mortality scenario. You'll also notice child-owned accounts available in plan until age 25 is going to be the default unless otherwise set at your subscription level. If you would like to model generational planning, you can adjust this to a later age and keep child-owned accounts in the plan later. Let's move down to inflation and growth. Inflation rate is going to affect how your expenses inflate over time in the plan. Investment growth rate is going to affect how your fixed growth rate accounts are going to grow over time. And you can see further on down all of the different settings available within this screen. We do have inline help available on all of these different various account types. So if you have questions about how these work within the system, you can click on any of the different types and get some additional information about how they affect various outcomes within your plan. Going over to account fees and taxation. These different types are going to affect the net growth of various account types within your plan. We have your federal tax brackets, your state tax brackets. Whenever you create a plan and you designate where your clients live, this is going to denote the tax rate that is being applied. If your clients live in a state that has no tax, you're going to see 0 taxes here. Your asset allocation is going to show any custom portfolios that have been built out in your plan, and then you can also designate a default custom portfolio here. Market assumptions are going to be the default market assumptions in your plan, and you can also change and apply different default market assumptions in your plan here. Major loss. This is going to be where you can set up a default major loss scenario within your plan if you wanted to schedule a default major loss or market crash scenario in your plan in the insights section, or using a what if. There is a major loss event in the timeline section that you can use this for. So you could set up anywhere from a 5-year to a 1-year major loss event, and you can fill in these various different items here, and there is some additional inline help about how to do this in this section. Under liquidation order, at a high level, this is going to be how your client's assets liquidate in the retirement years. In the retirement years, the software is going to use any cash available, so that would be cash savings, state pensions, and then it's going to use these available assets in this order, and then you can also bring over specific assets from the left-hand side. On the savings order, this is going to be how savings are prioritized whenever funds are limited. So for example, in the accumulation years or the working years, whenever you have various contributions scheduled, if your clients are running low on funds, the software will prioritize funds going to these accounts in this order. And you can move these items up and down in various ways. Lastly, under calculation settings, we do have inline help for all of these items. However, a couple I did want to point out are transfer all excess income and credit to savings It is important that by default you know that excess income or surplus income is assumed spent in Voyant, but if you do want to assume that it is saved, you can toggle on this option here, or you could simply toggle it on for the retirement years. And if you want to allow qualified withdrawals or 72T withdrawals in your plan, you can toggle on this option here and allow those qualified withdrawals before age 60 in your plan. I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, just remember that you can always click the name of your client in the top right, click request support, enter your name or question into the text box, and share client access. Thanks for listening.